you're either like part of the problem or you're a racist. And it's like, hold on a second. Like, why can't we just talk about this issue? Have you found similar situations like when you're talking about this to people that people are just like plant their flag and they refuse to learn or move or anything like that? Have you found that with people?
I have. I think I've seen it across the spectrum on both sides. So people who would say CRT is the devil and racism doesn't exist, and we had a black president, all the way to people who say CRT is can be or should be considered a biblical truth because all truth is God's truth, and that racism is endemic, it's everywhere. Every white person participates in racism. And I've also met people who are in the middle who are wanting to learn and understand and hear on both sides and try to investigate. And I've seen those people, I feel like, in every ethnic category. And so it's not just that, there's some category of older white male who is evangelical, who is like racism doesn't exist. And it's not just the radicalized black person who's on the other side saying, see, racism is everywhere. I've seen it across ethnic categories of every group who can participate in every category.
I mean, it's
And
really comical sometimes when you see something on TV or the internet and you get this like really like high strung, just super lost their cool young white person yelling at a black person
mhm,
that they're racist, and
yes.
that they're part of the system of power. And it's like, I don't know, this is kind of interesting, I don't know.
Well, that's to me where it goes more to worldview
Yeah.
than anything. I think even more than skin color, this is about worldview.
Hmm.
And so, it doesn't matter if I am black. To some degree, if I am not speaking the words of the right ideology, I will be kicked out of my tribe. And now I'm
Gosh,
a
isn't that
part of a
so frustrating?
yeah, now I'm a part of a different tribe. And as long as you are white and you're speaking the right ideology, if it's more of a woke social justice narrative, you will be accepted by the tribe. In the black community, we'd say we'd invite you to the barbecue, like you be able to come and sit down and participate with us. For me, I would be seen as someone in a pre-encounter phase, someone who isn't aware of their blackness, who isn't aware of the oppression that's truly facing, black people. I'm just completely unaware. I'd be an Uncle Tom, I'd be a coon, I'd be, a lot of these derogatory terms. And yes, a white person who holds to the correct ideology would be able, and this has happened, to call me a racist, to tell me that I am oppressive, to, say all of these slanderous things because I am not on the right team.
Yeah, I mean that's literally something I was going to ask you about as far as backlash goes, because I was having some conversations with people about this, and they bring up, their little talking points and like you said, try to categorize it like, okay, all white people are the problem, all minorities are oppressed, blah blah blah. And so I would say, well, what about some of these more popular minorities who are coming out and are critical of critical race theory, who say, no, we don't believe in systemic racism. No, we love America. No, this country wasn't founded on these racist principles or, whatever. They're speaking against that narrative.
Mhm.
And literally the response is, well, they're sellouts. They're Uncle
Mhm.
Toms. They're coons. And
We're doing it for the bag, for the money, for all that.